What is going on, everyone? My name's Boyd, and I'm back with some more Age Mythology. The Titans action spawning in the bottom of the map in the red color, playing as Hades. His name is Nullus. His opponent today in the blue color, playing as Oranos. His name is NoAtlantis. This is the very first Challengers League game for season number 2. Catching it live. These two players literally scheduled in the space of an hour since the tournament started, and then said, "Yep, let's play tonight." And we're playing. We're ready to go. NoAtlantis is a new up-and-coming player who's decided to throw his hat into the gauntlet. Now, this season, unlike last season where there was a lot of, well, there's not a lot of lower-level players, but there was much more lower-level players. This season, the lower-level players didn't want to put their hand up for the tournament. The people who signed up for this tournament are all incredibly strong so far. So we'll see what NoAtlantis has got coming for Nullus here. Nullus, one of those players who's definitely very, very strong in his own right. And I would not be surprised to see him finishing top of the group in this Challengers League, vying for a spot in Champions League next season. No doubt in my mind that that's going to be a possibility for him. Let's check the relics out on this map. We've got the Osberg wagon. We've already got the Katoskopos chasing the Oracle around. We've also got the blanket of Empress Zoe here. And if we check out the rest of these relics, there's one more here, which is the Titan's treasure. So we'll see what happens and how that goes. Nullus is going for the standard build. Oh, 6 villagers food, actually. This is not quite standard. He's actually sent the villagers forward here onto this boar early. So he's going to be able to eat his deer later in this game. This is a very, very smart play against Oranos, especially if you want to go for 2 town centers. We see there's 2 water buffalo on this town center, which is a good amount to get yourself going as Hades against the Oranos. And we'll see what NoAtlantis is going to be going for. Generally speaking, on the Marsh maps, you want to go for some very aggressive play early as the Atlantean, then adapt to what your opponent is going to be going for. If NoAtlantis does that, what he needs to be concerned about is if, say, Nullus goes for 2 town center, or Nullus stays 1 town center, or Nullus goes for Ares, etc., etc. So there is a lot of options here for Nullus to try. 1 town center. Hades also sort of an option. If you advance fast, like 415, you can sort of keep up with the Oranos army a little bit, but with the help of restoration, you can definitely find yourself in a decent position. We do see these oracles already forward for NoAtlantis, so he may be considering going for an early oracle harass onto maybe this location or this location. Nullus hasn't even got his temple up, but I do expect that NoAtlantis is going to hit the 430 completely fine. These villagers a little bit weirdly idle there. That's unlucky for NoAtlantis. They've decided to get to work now, though. So we will see what happens. Temple just about to get up. And same for Nullus. He's got the temple in the back of the base, playing incredibly defensive here. Villager praying to get that favor up. The oracle's already ready to get in here. I don't think I can see if Nullus spots this, but surely this sentry tower spots at least this oracle, so he knows that 1's there, but he wouldn't know that all 3 are there. The villagers do finish, though, or almost finish on the boar as they're dumping the food into Athena, coming through fairly quick. Prometheus slightly faster. We've got the 3 food, 2 gold, 2 wood for NoAtlantis. The Ajax going to come in, is going to see the Illuminati triangle for the oracles getting hit before any sort of valor. Now, there is no reason for NoAtlantis to cast valor on these oracles. He's taken way too much damage on them, so he'd be better off saving them anyways for the Murmillo hero. You can do the chemo, double Murmillo, Catapulti, heroize those, especially against Greek. It's really, really good because you get 1 Catapulti, 2 hero Murmillo, can deal with the early myth units and whatnot. We see the villagers moving up onto this. Look at those boar. What is this? That is 16 boar in one spot. We've basically got a very similar situation over here for NoAtlantis as well, with the 7 boar there. But going for the water buffalo, I don't think NoAtlantis spotted that with his oracle here. So there's the Prometheus counter barracks, military barracks coming down here. The Minotaur moving forward. Still no military buildings out for Nullus just yet. Looks like he is simply just going straight for this town center. Promethean Offspring already heading onto this location, but Nullus is defending very, very smartly with his Minotaur. Not sending that one forward, getting it out of position or anything like that. Just playing very smart with that one. We see Nullus capturing the Blanket of Emperor Soul, which is going to increase his building crush vulnerability by 5%, or, well, negative 5%, I guess, is the more correct term. But that's also huge because he's Hades. So any sort of fire siphon timing pushes onto his second town center is going to be even less strong, or destroyer pushes. Destroyers don't really get impacted by this relic because they deal hack damage and get multiple damages on the hack damage, but it will help against the fire siphon. We do see one Promethean Offspring has been sniped there. The town center just about to get up. Ajax just chilling here. We've got the Terma and Murmillo coming forward. So we're going for a 2-hero Terma, 1-hero Murmillo for NoAtlantis. He's going to be moving forward. I would love to see him hit this location, but it is looking like Nullus is already leaving this food, going to be heading back into his base, maybe eating the deer or something like that, casting sentinels if he needs to. These villagers just about to finish up on the town center. It's up. He's going to go after the water buffalo here. He's even got a crocodile that he can eat as well. So there's like 1,000 food in town center range for Nullus. NoAtlantis has got good Oracle Scout coverage on the sides of the map, checking out the gold mines, but he's missing this one. So maybe if he was in here, you'd be able to see both these gold mines and this hunt and be able to prevent that. But this Oracle over here in a really nice position. So well done for NoAtlantis. Villagers getting pulled back. Nullus playing very, very quick and with impeccable reaction times here. There's the Chiron popping out. Looks like NoAtlantis is going to be hitting this granary here. One thing you can do is you can hit the granary with one Terma and then go and hit somewhere differently with your army. He's trying to move in. He's going to be seeing that the Ajax hero and the Chiron ready to defend. Nice micro onto the Minotaur, going to attempt to get some damage dealt onto that one. And he may be able to snipe it, actually. He's going after it. One more shot from the Terma would have been enough, but instead the Murmillo hero is going to be falling. We do see a villager snipe here from NoAtlantis before going to be retreating out. The Minotaur does fall before the Terma goes down, and it's looking like the Terma hero was going to live with 2 HP. We see the Ajax attempting to slow them down, but one Minotaur pick, one Murmillo hero pick. Good trade for NoAtlantis. He also got a villager as well after that initial raid. He should be considering getting his town centers now. He's still building military units, but he's cut the auto queue, so maybe he's got the timing down. No, he's still building these units here, still building the Terma. We'll see if he gets his second town center up in any time soon. The villager hitting the crocodile. He should eat that. The Terma going to be looking for something to raid, but the town center may actually hit them. Not going to happen. It does hit once, but that's going to be it. More raids from NoAtlantis looking for something to attack. And he still hasn't found the town center. Taking down the granary here. Hoplite. Hippocon coming out for Nullus. And now Nullus moving forward, or NoAtlantis moving forward with his army. NoAtlantis playing well so far, but I do worry. Well, he's going for the one town center semi-fast heroic, or fast heroic. No, semi-fast heroic. With the armory going down. This is wild. Hyperion was nerfed in 5.0, but it's still the same concept applies. You can still go for these timing pushes. Don't overdo it on the military, on the Terma. Try and get to the heroic age. Oh, not paying attention to his units here. He's going after some snipes. The Murmillo going to be dealing a little bit of damage. Nice micro to pull back. Ooh, didn't focus down the hoplite though. He's actually lost one Murmillo and almost 2 Murmillo actually. Gonna lose the second one if Chiron can ever shoot straight, that is. Looks like he's not able to. But NoAtlantis is going to be retreating back. Let's see. Is he advancing? He is going through Hyperion, but there's a citizen queued up. So he's not going to be there for another, I don't know, minute and 15 seconds or so. And then he's going to probably throw down a palace in the forward, like castle drop style, in an attempt to go Destroyer Arcus to deal with what Nullus is doing. But Nullus is now having to build farms. No more food left on the map. Lots of villages on gold. If we check out the resources here for Nullus, he's got not very much gold at all. It's looking like he's attempting to get to the next age here. And we'll see if he gets there anytime soon. There's the Hyperion coming through. So it's going to be 10 minutes and 10 seconds-ish for that advance time. The Hoplites moving forward. Ajax going to take down the Terma here. Terma hitting the Ajax, getting pulled back. Looks like Nullus trying to push in and deal with these NoAtlantis units. Hoplites need to just go onto these Terma though. There's no point in not. And as soon as they get onto the Terma, NoAtlantis pulls back. So very, very smart play from NoAtlantis, throwing down more military buildings. For some reason, built a second counter barracks. Maybe with ideas of building some catapulties here. If you go Arcus Catapulti to counter the Hippocon Hoplite army of Nullus. But Nullus going for his third town center here. This is playing right into NoAtlantis' timing push. If he can hit it well with the Satyr, with a handful of destroyers, he may be able to just push straight through here. And he's also stopped building the Terma. Oh, no, he hasn't. Stopped building the Terma. And there's the heroic age. See the units moving in. He may cast chaos on this army here just to get them to fight each other. Looks like NoAtlantis not paying attention. He does turn and fight this. There's the chaos. Restoration coming in for Nullus though, as he's going to keep these units alive as best as he possibly can. Maybe a little bit of an overreaction from Nullus because this army not that big. Once Satyr is out, are we seeing more Satyr being built? We are not. We're not seeing any other units getting built. We're seeing a second town center come up now for NoAtlantis. And we have some units just chilling over here for him as well. Meanwhile, Nullus throwing down his archery range, just playing nice and defensive here, booming off the 3 town centers, just going to attempt to defend until he is ahead, is the play here for Nullus in this matchup. And we're seeing, well, NoAtlantis is just chilling with all his units. I'm not sure what his play is here. He's got straight to the Mythic Age. Is this going to work? Early Tartarian Gate is not a bad idea against the 3 town centers either, because they're not going to, there's no chance that he can deal with it without taking a ton of damage because his units are really, really weak because they're not upgraded to medium or anything like that. And there's no possibility of a Colossus coming out of the temple. You see the nice raid here from Nullus to prevent the NoAtlantis Town Center. Hecate has queued up. I wonder if NoAtlantis is just rushing straight for a Titan as well. 1 Town Center fast Titan could be incredibly wild here. Arcus now getting built for NoAtlantis. Moving in the Satyr, trying to push back. All the Terma have been picked off now for NoAtlantis. The Toxotes coming in now as well. It's just going to be a problem for him because he's lost all of his Terma there. The Satyr going to do a lot of damage to these units. The Murmillo pushing the Hippocon back, but the Hoplites have denied this town center for the time being. Some Arcus now coming out for NoAtlantis. His units chilling over here. Got to be careful. Very specific where you need to put this this god power down. You can either put it down right here on these houses, on the temple maybe. Do we see any attempted going to the next age? We do not. See if there's any upgrades. Got heavy archers coming through for NoAtlantis. And it's looking as if Nullus has defended this for the time being. Still no palace for NoAtlantis, but he's pumping the units out as best as he possibly can right now. Spamming out the Arcus. Looks like not using auto queue. Absolutely wild. Absolute flex from NoAtlantis, to be honest. Aphrodite on the way now for Nullus plus medium archers. Now Nullus is going to be trying to make a push through NoAtlantis and seeing what he can do. The heavy Arcus are ready to start flinging some arrows, though, onto Nullus's units. And he's going to have to retreat out of here. We see the Murmillo getting picked off. All very, very good. But Hecate just about to hit. The Murmillo going to make their way in. Or maybe the Terma makes its way in. We'll see. We see the villagers pulling back. And a shockwave getting cast. I don't know what happened there. And there's the Hecate. There's the Tartarian Gate in the base of Nullus. Nullus going to immediately turn to hit this one. So we'll see how much damage this Tartarian Gate can get. We don't see a Masons coming through for NoAtlantis. But the Aphrodite comes in to hit. So the Nemean Lion's going to be ready to help out, tanking some of this damage from the Tartarian spawn. Does quite a bit. There's the Curse coming through, hitting 7 of those Arcus here. Trying to micro just a little bit. The villagers getting pulled off the farms to take down this Tartarian Gate, but the Tartarian spawn's going to be doing a lot of damage here. Nice shockwave to delay the Tartarian Gate from going down too fast, but still not getting that super important masons to keep this alive for just a little bit longer. The Tartarian spawn's going to be doing a lot of damage here to the villagers. There's still quite a few left, but the heroes are out now for Nullus, utilizing that 5.0 change, getting 200 food, 150 wood for his heroic age hero. That's perfect for him to deal with all of these Tartarian spawns. Now that's over. What is the next step here for NoAtlantis? Is it any surprise right here? NoAtlantis is going straight for Secrets of the Titans. The question is going to be, though, doesn't Nullus simply have Earthquake here? Nullus simply has Earthquake in order to kill this Titan Gate off. And he should just be able to click advance. We'll see if he does it. Going through Artemis at any point. His market's not quite up. So it's going to be a finished... It's going to be like 45 seconds of build time for the Titan Gate. We'll see how much HP he can get up. We see some walls coming up to defend the Titan Gate. The Ark is retreating back. Chaos coming down, going to be converting that Nemean Lion there, and still we're seeing Nullus pushing in to NoAtlantis, who could not get his second town. That was actually huge, not getting that second town center. He would have been in a much better position right now with many more villagers out in order to help build this. So while this is going up, NoAtlantis is going to have to somehow be able to defend with very little resources, but he's got quite a few in the bank. And we are seeing but so many units here for Nullus. There's the Titan Gate coming down. Villagers going to immediately jump onto it in order to try and get this one up. But Artemis is on the way for Nullus. 45% here. Do we see a Pegasus, though, is the question. Because it is walled up nicely. Well, kind of nicely. If he could wall it up completely, maybe he can prevent the units from coming in. The Ark is defending nicely over here. The Hoplites coming around this side, going to attempt to come in on the back side there. The thing is, though, we've got a town center, we've got an economic guild, we've got a market, and a watchtower. This is a lot of HP here that's going to be tanking the Earthquake, so maybe the Titan Gate doesn't go down here. And while this is going on, Nullus is throwing his units away against these Arcus for the time being. NoAtlantis should be using his market to buy some wood in order to keep building these units, but he's just going to retreat back to his base. Titan Gate's getting up there. I can't, like, what is the HP here? 3,000, 4,000 HP. This is 4,000. The Earthquake probably doesn't kill this Titan Gate, though everything else should die. Oh, he doesn't put it on the... Genius, he doesn't put it on the town center. Oh no. The town center doesn't tank the Earthquake, and the Titan Gate gets cleared out by Nullus. Really well played by Nullus to react to this one town center fast Titan from NoAtlantis. So GG, well played by Nullus here. A nice attempt by NoAtlantis. Strong cheese. I think if he got this town center up, maybe he would have been in a better position to push and do more damage to Nullus here. If he could get in and hit that 2 town center timing that he was hitting while continuously pushing for the Mythic Age, the Hecate would have done more damage because he would have been able to distract the army more with his army, and then he would have been able to get Titan before the Mythic Age of Nullus comes in to prevent the Titan Gate, and then he gets it up. The other thing he could have done was build a bunch of buildings around this just to make sure that the Earthquake doesn't kill the Titan Gate, and then he could just hold, get the Titan out, and he may have been fine here. But Nullus takes game number 1 on his home map. We'll move on to game number 2, which is going to be NoAtlantis' home map. If you guys are enjoying these games, please consider hitting the follow button on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTube, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next game.